Looks like ketamine can't fix it all, ladies and gentlemen. There was a time my house was neat and so was I. I was thinner back then. I would go out with my friends, but somehow that's gone bye-bye. Now I look around, there are piles strewn about. Is this dirty or clean? I'm finding out what it means. This is not just a house, it's a depression nest. I don't know how I got here. Depression nest, I don't know where to start. Depression nest caving in on me. My life is simply falling apart. Depression nest. Okay, y'all. This just in. How can I say this? Your period still gonna make you be emotional as fuck. Like, why I just started crying for no reason? Please help. I haven't cried in a minute. So that's why I'm like, what's going on? I'm like getting ready to go to my final ketamine session, and then I want to break out in tears, but then I realized that my period had came. So looks like ketamine can't fix it all, ladies and gentlemen. Being that this is it's going to be my very last session until I get a booster, because I plan on getting a booster before I go back to Chicago. I want to try something different this session. I'm a little nervous about it, but I have always had this playlist in my Spotify of some of my mama's favorite songs. And I kind of want to listen to songs with words. I'm very nervous about it. But when I was in the room for the last session and I was like picking what I wanted to watch on TV, I saw that somebody literally typed in SZA Good Days. I'm like, somebody was up in here listening to Good Days on my mind. Do get to pop out, do pop out, me do pop out, no do what you do pop out on my mind. On ketamine, that was crazy. I know that was crazy, but it got me to thinking, like, dang, it's people up in here listening to songs with words. Because so far, all 5 of the other treatments, I haven't listened to any music that had actual lyrics. And so I'm going to bring my headphones tomorrow. Maybe I should just combine some like feel-good songs with some of my mama's favorite songs and see if it like, sort of brings up anything for me. But yeah, we're listening to songs with words for the very last one. Songs with words. We're going to use the heat setting on the chair. I don't give a damn. I don't care if I feel like I'm in hell on fire. We're going to try it. And the massage and the stretch, we're using all the buttons on the chair. All the buttons on the chair. And we're going to, I'm going to bring my eye mask again. And I'm bringing headphones. Listen, we doing it big. We going out with a bang. We graduating, so we got to do it big. I ain't gonna hold you. I almost went to the store and got me a little cap and gown. Bounce. Graduate. We ain't sad no more. Graduate. Bounce. Graduate. We ain't sad no more. We a little sad because, like I said, I just got through crying, but whatever. Can't wait to see if anything different pops off. All right, y'all. Let go.
think everything is good, right? Hopefully y'all can hear me. Okay, yeah. Things are a little weird, so. Hey, um, yeah, I was just like making sure that it was cool because I know one time before it was like, you know what? Never mind.
Are you feeling it?
I think it's working.
Okay.
Because I know one time it wasn't like the machine wasn't working or something. So
A little bit up on the rate because sometimes.
okay.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay. Probably gonna feel it a little bit more. Okay. You're gonna feel it a little bit more.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Cool.
Call
Thank
me
you.
if you get anxious or anything.
Okay. Oh. Like, I don't know how to get y'all to understand that. It's, you know how to have like audio visual? Oh. That's Janae Aiko. It's like all the senses are things are happening at the same time.
feeling okay?
Mm-hmm.
Are you feeling it?
I am. It's, before you were more of like a shadowy figure, but this time, you're a real person.
Did you like it before better, or do you like it now?
I don't even remember.
Okay.
This is deja vu. This
You're
happened
doing
before.
great.
Okay.
Maybe it has.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Let me just check
It feels like I'm watching this on TV.
this. Well, I saw you looking around, so I wanted to check on you because your eye mask was off, so I just wanted to make sure.
Okay.
Okay. Enjoy.
Thank you. Okay. I think I did that, guys. That was a really great experience. I don't know what was happening, but that one felt different. That one felt different for sure. It's over, right?
Oh, how are you feeling?
I'm good. It's over, right?
Yeah, it is over.
Okay.
Do you feel back to normal?
Yeah, kinda.
That was quick.
I know.
You're like, I know. How did you feel during that one?
That one was interesting. It was very interesting. It was giving, because I had the Janae Aiko going. Yes. It was weird for sure. It's so weird because, like, there's, like, this weirdness with time, you know?
It passes quickly, right?
Yeah. And then it was one of the sessions that I was in where the machine stopped working. And so I was just like, oh, maybe I should hit the call button because I don't know. And then as soon as you came in, I was like, nah, that machine is working. The machine is machining, okay? I
have a lot of people that happens to, and they're like, it's not working. And then they're like, well,
never mind.
like,
Yeah.
just wait a second.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
Listening to actual words is crazy. It kind of felt like.
Is it? Put it in your head, like.
Yeah, it's kind of felt like she was talking to me. I'm like, what? Yay.
You're in a good mood.
I'm a graduate.
You've made it.
I did it.
See. I'm giving you a high five.
Did I pay?
No.
Okay.
Thanks for reminding me.
Right. I'm like, okay, y'all. That was definitely an interesting experience. It felt like I was hearing the songs, obviously, but the songs felt different. It felt like I can't even explain it to y'all. I really don't know. I really don't know. Janae, well, we gotta talk because it's giving. Janae Aiko has definitely done shrooms before. I can tell you that she's done ketamine for sure. Because she was a part of it. She was in here, everywhere, in my head. Even the Beyonce song, I had put Beyonce Bigger in there. It was, oh shit, I done hit a button. Lord, how? Lord Jesus, there's a fire. The heat, I had the heat setting on today. I didn't feel like I was on fire at all. Yeah, I'm definitely, when I come back for my little booster, whenever Dr. Lazarus tells me to do that, yeah, I'm definitely gonna use this playlist again. The playlist was awesome. Ketamine is has a very strange way of making you existential about everything. Everything. I feel like a lot of these movie writers, ketamine, gotta be. You have to know that I told them I love Fresca, and now there's Fresca. Ooh, and it's cold. Yes.
Big hug.
Thank you, Joanne.
Yes.
I love you.
I love you too, Tracy.
Oh, what am I going to do without you?
Oh, I'll check on you, don't worry.
Okay.
I send messages and making sure you're okay.
Okay.
I'm glad you're feeling good.
Yeah.
Right.
This is a great session, this one.
Good.
Do I get a graduation cap and gown?
Yes. I'll bring it from my house in a minute. My kid's kindergarten graduation gown.
All right, y'all. So it's been a couple weeks since my 6th ketamine session. And matter of fact, just 2 days ago, I had my booster session. And my booster session, I treated a lot like my 6th session in terms of I played that same playlist and I basically had the same vibes, you know. I wanted to get on here and tell y'all like my overall thoughts about everything and if I recommend it and what I think would maybe like take it up a notch or two. So let's get into it. Okay, so overall, Atlanta Ketamine Center up in Sandy Springs was amazing. Everybody was super nice. Everybody was great. One thing that really like lets you know how great it was is when I first came in and they asked me like, oh, what kind of drinks do you drink or whatever? And I told them, oh, I love Fresca. Like Fresca is my go-to. And by the end of my whole thing, they had ordered Frescas and there was Frescas in the fridge. I thought that was so sweet. And it just shows that they were like caring enough to like put a drink in the fridge that I liked. And I'm just like one of their plentiful customers. So I would highly recommend Atlanta Ketamine Center. It was great. The massage chairs, top tier. I've already been looking for ketamine centers in Chicago because I'm about to make my way back up there. And I've been noticing that all of them just kind of have like recliners. And I'm like, man, I don't even know if I can do ketamine without getting a massage at the same time. You know what I'm saying? It was just like top notch. Like they had all like the cutie pie stuff in there. Like it's really, really good. Something that I feel like maybe could be an added on thing, if anybody from Atlanta Ketamine Center is watching this right now, I feel like if people wanted to pay for a guided session, like maybe you pay an extra $50 and maybe like a licensed a LCSW or a licensed therapist or somebody sits in there with you and sort of guides your session and like ask you questions or like stuff that you want to talk about or set your intentions with you and like make sure you are focused. Because a lot of times, for example, on my 5th session, I went in with this intention of like focusing on my mom, and I was like, yeah, I really want to, focus on her and like her love and everything like that. But once the ketamine got in there, honey, my brain was just all over the place and I couldn't really like bring it back. I didn't know how to do that. So maybe if there was some kind of like person in there to guide you through the experience, even if it was like an extra cost, it would be lovely if it wasn't an extra cost and if it was just something that you could like ask for, that would be top tier service. But even if it was an extra cost, I don't think I would have done it every time. But like if I wanted to try to focus on something for one or two of my sessions, I think I would have gladly paid an extra $50, $75 to have like a guided somebody in there with me the whole time and like guiding the session. I feel like it was hard for me to verbalize sometimes the things that I wanted to say. Like my brain and my actual what was coming out were competing sometimes. So it might not be feasible in practice, but in theory, it sounds like a good plan in my head. Overall, I feel lighter and it's easier for me to get things done. I don't know if I have more energy, but I just feel like it's not as difficult a task to do things like, oh, let me wash my hair. Oh, let me take a shower. It doesn't seem like, I guess I gotta get in the shower. It doesn't feel like that. It's not giving that anymore. So that's good. That's awesome. One thing that has not changed for me is that I really don't find myself wanting to leave the house. It could be because I'm still in Atlanta and I don't really have much of a social life here in Atlanta, but in Chicago, I'm much more social. So we'll see when I make it back to Chicago, like what it's looking like, Do I recommend it? I absolutely do. I absolutely do, only because it might not be for everybody, but I recommend it because I felt results after the first session. And when you are in a deep, dark hole, a deep, dark place, you don't want something that takes 4 to 6 weeks to kick in. You want something that you can feel a difference as soon as possible. Otherwise, you don't know what you're going to do. You know what I'm saying? So for that reason alone, I would recommend it. Now, I'm not scared of needles. Y'all know my mom was an OR nurse and we used to watch surgery for dinner, like at dinner time. We would sit there and watch surgery on TV. So I've never been scared of needles, but the first 2 times I got my IV, it was fine. Like I was like, oh my God, like this IV needle must be like minuscule. I can't even feel it. It was great. Now something happened. I don't know if my veins started getting tired of getting poked twice a week, every week. But by that 3rd and 4th session, my veins were like, girl, excuse you. Move around. We not finna do that. And so they had to start like sticking me like more than once and trying to get it and like fidgeting around. And so it was kind of just like, even though I don't care. I know that if anybody is like afraid of needles or, like you think that the IV part will be the worst part, because you have to go 6 times in 3 weeks, it could be the worst part for you. But I will say that to me, it was worth it, because you just feel so much better that it's almost like, I don't even care about my hand. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't even care about my hand. That might be a con for some people. Y'all already know, if you watched all of them, you already know that having to use the bathroom at the end is crazy. Even if you use the bathroom immediately before your session, I guess because the IV is pumping fluids and stuff like that, baby, you be having to go bad. And if you don't have like a good control over your bladder, baby, you might not be able to hold it. But the good thing about Atlanta Ketamine Center is that they, one of the sessions, one of the nurses said, well, we have a little portable commode if you want me to just bring it in here. So there's always an option if you don't have good bladder control. As you guys know, I don't have a job. This is kind of expensive. But at the time, I was just fighting for my life. I don't know if I ever said, I know I said it in the comments, but I don't think I ever said how much it costs out loud. So at Atlanta Ketamine Center, it costs $400 a session. I did basically 7 sessions. So that is 7 times 4 is $2,800, I think. Yeah, I'm terrible at math. So basically almost $3,000, and probably over $3,000 for me, because I also had to take a car back and forth, and it was in Sandy Springs, and I live in East Atlanta. So it was pretty pricey on the car going back and forth too, but that's not their fault. So yeah, it was pretty pricey, but at the end of the day, I just felt like I was fighting for my life and I had to do something. So I also wanted to thank y'all for sticking around in this ketamine journey. I know that this is not what this show was about. Like, my Depression Nest show was about me cleaning out my home and decluttering and cleaning and redesigning and DIYing. And then here I go laying down in the chair every week. So I really appreciate y'all for hanging in there with me. I just honestly felt like I needed to do this ketamine journey in order to get anything else done. Because I wasn't, y'all don't understand how hard I was fighting trying to get that bedroom done that we did some months ago or whatever. I'm hoping we can get some stuff done. I hope I don't get to Chicago and like this spirit of depression just looms down on me. But we will see. And hopefully I'll be back there next week, but I still owe y'all a book review. So probably gonna try to do the book review first, and then let's get back into the fun stuff. But thank y'all so much for tuning in to my ketamine series right here on Depression Nest. And I know that there's a couple people that said that, after seeing my videos, they talked to their doctor about it. And some people hit me up on Instagram and were like, I'm gonna do this. And so I hope it works for you as well as it works for me. It's a crazy experience. I can't even describe the experience, but I do recommend it. Thank y'all again, and I will see you next week. Bye.
My face looks really